Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to do a video for you. It's been a while since I've done one for you, I know that, and I'm sorry, but it's been a bit crazy. So, this one is going to be the first in the series I'm doing for fried green tomatoes inspired soaps. And the first one I'm going to make is Idgie Threadgoode. I called it Imogen Threadgoode when I made it before, but I'm going to just call it Idgie Threadgoode this time because it's just a nicer, you know, I'd rather use a nickname than a real name. So I'll talk you through what I can. I've got you propped up really, it's rubbish, like my setup is rubbish at the moment because I'm not using my new camera, I'm using my phone again here. It's just a lot easier so I can just upload, you know, I'm not going to mess about with it, I'm just going to upload the video. So, into this one then. Keeping the theme with Idgie Threadgoode, we're going to use some honey and some oatmeal on the top, and inside I'm going to use some chamomile flowers, and I'm not going to colour it, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to take out a little bit because I want a bit of white for the top. If this doesn't accelerate, you know, like move fast, then I should be able to do the design I want to do, but I don't know what it's going to do. So I kind of have an idea because the fragrances I've used in this I've used before, but only sort of maybe on their own or in a different blend. But this one, oh my god, it's a little bit like a pudding of maple rice. In fact, I just need to put a little bit more something in there. Where is it? Yeah, it's a bit like a pudding of maple rice. It's got that component in there, but it's also got a strong blossom honey, which is really strong, which is very sweet, and then it's got a tiny bit of an oatmeal milk and honey scent, which I believe is a dupe of honey I washed the kids, but you wouldn't know that in this one. But it smells really good. It's very much like a pudding of maple rice, but with the very strong honey, and it's just so sweet and so nice. So I think you'll enjoy this one. So I was going to do, like, you know, the typical honeycomb effect on the top with bubble wrap, but then I thought, actually no, I'm not going to do that because everybody does that when they make a honey soap, and I don't want to do that. And plus it's all about Idgie Threadgoode and my obsession with the film. It came as soon as I saw it. It was like I had so much, it just resonated with me so much, because the area where we live here is quite similar. It's not similar in the, you know, it's not the deep south, but we've got an old rail track where we live around here, and I take the dog up there every day, and I used to live across from there with my mum. So when I first ever watched Fried Green Tomatoes, I lived at home with my mum, and our house was just lovely. It was south facing. The rail track was just at the bottom of our garden, like across some allotments on the other side of the lane, which was Inches Lane, which is where that soap comes from, the Inches Lane soap. So there's a lot of inspiration from that house, and if it ever comes up for sale, I will buy it. Anyway, down the lane and across the old railway tracks and stuff is a field, like it's actually got cows in it now, and I know the farmer very well. But years ago there were no cows, and it was just a field full of daisies and buttercups, and it's actually called the Common. So we used to go there and pick chamomile. So I'm just trying to get to the point of this soap and why it means so much to me, that film. Okay, so I used to get panic attacks years ago, and I was a bit of a loner and a bit of an Idgie Threadgoode character. I was always with the dogs, and I was always out on my own, and I didn't really socialise too much because I had this agoraphobia problem. But when I was out there, it used to give me peace and make me feel, you know, good, like I was part of the world. Whereas when you suffer with agoraphobia and panic attacks, you feel like you're so isolated. I don't want to get too deep into this because it's a long time ago, you know. I was like in my 20s and I'm in my 40s now. But this place where I used to go was covered in chamomile, and I used to take chamomile tea every day to try and calm the nerves and, you know, all that kind of thing, and I'd take honey in it. So this all sort of fits. And when I saw that film for the first time, it was kind of like, it just meant so much, and it still does. So this Idgie Threadgoode soap holds a special place in my little heart. So let's get to make it. So I've mixed my lye into the oil, sorry. And I'm just going to stick blend, and I'm going to pause you while I stick blend so you don't have to hear it. Hold on a second. Okay, so I've done that. So sorry about the ramble at the beginning. It was just I'm trying to get into it, you know. I'm trying to get you to see where I'm coming from with it. It's never just a honey soap, you know. It's never just basic with me. There's always something behind it, and that's what it is. That's what's behind it. Is what that film means to me. Is like, oh, that's why I still keep going on about it. You know, it's like it's such an old film now, but I still watch it all the time. I still have this. Whenever I watch it, just gives me so much peace. I can't even tell you. Okay, I'm going to save that and put the white in at the end. I'm just going to add some honey here, just a little bit, not too much, but it's just, you know, for that element of what this is all about. Then I'm going to add some chamomile flowers. So we're going to get kind of a crunchy texture in the soap. The scent is just incredible. So let's get that one. Okay, sorry about the noise. So, here's our base. So it's a bit of a simple soap to make, but that's always a good thing. I'm going to get my titanium dioxide. I might do a bit of a swirl because I've got too much here for what I want it for. So I've just got soap on my face. Hang on. I always do that. I'm out of touch with making videos. I haven't made any for a while that have gone public anyway. I've done some with a friend of mine, just back and forth, but I haven't done any that are, you know, for YouTube viewers. So I'm a bit out of touch. Okay, now I think the fragrance in this just colours slightly to sort of like a tan, so this white will give it a bit of contrast. I'm not going to put any fragrance in there. I'm going to use a bit of unfragrance at the top as well, just in case it decides to accelerate. I'll have a bit at the end that I can use which hasn't accelerated, if you see what I mean. So there's my two unfragranced portions. Now I'm going to get the mould. Here, I've got two sections set up ready, so I've got another soap, the two soaps I'm going to make, so we'll see. Okay, bear with me a second, I'm just going to pour my fragrance into this base. It's thickening up now. Oh yeah, that wants to move, so we're going to just get it into the mould, I think. It's always the way with this one supplier, they're just, every single time I try any of their oils, they do this. And their notes are rubbish. They don't tell the truth with what they say. It's not too bad, it's still pretty fluid, but yeah, there's always an issue, you know? Get a bit of swirl in there, nothing too much. Really smells good, like seriously good. It's very, very, very sweet honey. So if you're a foodie lover, you'll love this. A lot of my customers are. when I first started, most of my customers used to really like the herbal scents. Probably because that's all I offered. I used to offer like loads and loads of essential oil blends. So I guess my first customers were more inclined to buy that kind of thing, you know. And more so customers in the UK prefer essential oil soaps. Used to be that way, it's not that way anymore. Loads of you like the foodie ones, so it's good because it allows me to play. And there have been times I've wanted to go full on essential oil because I prefer it myself. But then actually when I make fragrance soaps, it's, oh god, sometimes they're so good that I can, I just get it, and I really like that they're so strong, and the fragrance don't, like with fragrance oils, they don't seem to disappear, although some do, but not like essential oils. They don't disappear quite so quickly, Okay, so see if I can do my little tops that I wanted to do. I'm not sure if it will let me. It might. If it doesn't, we just have to smoosh it in, but I think it's okay since I left it unfragranced. I'm going to go a bit slower really because I'm all fast and furious at the moment because it's like the end of the day, and I just really wanted to make some soap because all I've done all week is, well, it's only Tuesday, but I was in on the weekend, so trying to get the stuff ready for the release. We had a spring release go live almost 2 weeks ago, and I was waiting on labels and waiting. Oh god, it was just a nightmare, so stressful. But we're all done, and I've pretty much finished packing the orders. I've only got a few to do tomorrow from the spring release, and then we've got a sale on at the moment, so if you want to grab some stuff, if you spend £15 you get 15% off, so I'll put the link down below with the discount code so you can do it. And that's just from the spring department. It's just for Easter, so this whole week going up to Easter Sunday and finishing actually on Easter Sunday when it's 12 AM, it's just Sunday Falls, it will end, so I need to get in there quick. It's allowed me to do it, so I'm just going to see if I can. It's just this nice sort of texture that I like to get on the top that looks like stars, and it's really cool. I did it when I made Coven soap back in the autumn. Funnily enough, actually, when I get to summer, I want autumn scents, That makes sense? Just recently I've been going back through like my stash. I've got like loads of soaps to use that are from other soap makers. I do swaps and stuff, and I buy things in, and at the moment I really want like pumpkin scents again. I'm just a bit of a pumpkin fiend, so just lately I've just wanted the darker scents, and I think it's because summer's coming and I'm not going to want them soon, so I'm sort of making the most of that need within me. Okay, that's that. Now what I want to do is just sprinkle a little bit of oats in those little stars. This won't make any difference when it's cut because you won't be able to tell, but it's just nice when I want to take pictures, and it kind of looks cool before we cut it. So here's Idgie Threadgoode. I'm done. I'll do. So it's going to come off anyway. So I'll bring you around so you can see the top. There we go. So I'll stop the video and I'll see you for the cut. I'll do the cut tomorrow, so I'll have to do a different video for that. But there you go, this Idgie Threadgoode. Okay, bye.